Hello and welcome to Crafting with Jane. Today we're going back and revisiting what to do with deco foil if you haven't got a laminator or a foiling machine. If you've got a laminator or a foiling machine, then you can use this in a totally different way. But as I was saying to you the other day, the first thing I did was just some stripes. But I've been playing around with some ideas, and I've done this card, which I haven't stuck it on yet, but you can see on there, that is the foiling. It's absolutely beautiful and has come out even with the little embossed areas as well. So I hope you can, let me take it up, hope you can see that. Look at the foil on there. It's absolutely stunning. So this I just cut out, and I could have done that with the foiling, but I had one of those anyway, so I just kept that on there. So I thought that we would do, so these are the deco foils. You get all of these sheets, 5 sheets that are 12 inches by 6 inches, and I've got them in several different colours, but I'm using the gold to start off with, and they look like this. You have one side that is sort of silver and the other side is your gold. You want to put it down this way. So what I've done is, and we need to do this bit first, I have taken some double-sided adhesive sheets. Doesn't matter which make, these happen to be Sizzix ones, and I have just die cut out the shape that I want. So I'm just taking it out of here, and then I can take it out, and it's a little bit fiddly. I'm not turning around and saying it isn't, because it's obviously on the sheets, and normally you would stick your sheets down onto one side first, whereas we want both sides of this, so it means that you have to just be a little bit more careful with it. Okay, so we are then going to take one side, so I'm going to take this side on here, and you just have to carefully peel it off. And this is, you know, it is a little bit fiddly, don't kid yourself that it isn't, but it's not too bad once you get a little end up. So what end am I? No, I'm doing that side, aren't I? I don't want that side, I want the bottom side first. So let's make sure that I can get the bottom side. Once you've got a little bit up, you're all right. I'm trying to do it with my fingers instead of doing it with, oh, I might have to do it upside down, because it's going to come off this way, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just taking, that's fine, I'm taking this off first, and it doesn't matter which way you put it on, to be quite honest. I'm doing it this way because it just happens to have come up. And woohoo, I've got, because I thought that this might be quite fun, it says me hopefully not taking the glue off of it, which it might have done. I've just got a bit of glue on my finger, so hopefully I haven't taken too much of this off. I'm going to put this on here like that. So I'm going to stick this to my finger. I should have peeled it off after I'd done that, but make sure that I've got that the right way around. Yes, I have. And I'm just going to put this in on the center, because I happen to want to try and do this so that it comes up. Let's put that about there. I think that's going to be about centered. Like everything, as I said, you can measure things if you want to. I'm not much of a measurer. So I'm going to take this and put this onto the frame, just down on the sides, and then put this. We've had some really, you might be able to hear a fire engine or something going by. We've had some really quite warm weather over the last few days, and some of the heath has gone up in flames. So right, this should be all right actually, because this is going to be way the bottom bit. You can see some of it sticking off. That's probably because it's a little bit old, but I'm going to stick this down. Oh, like that first of all. Okay, so I've got some of it on here, so I'm hoping it's actually going to work. We'll have to see whether it will or not completely, because it's very difficult to tell with this. So now I should be able to take the other side of it. Yes, there we are. It is stuck down. You can see it's stuck down on that bit. Right, I need to make sure that I've rubbed it quite well to make sure that each one of these pieces has stuck, because it is quite it's quite sticky, and it should, there we go, it should come off quite nicely, but you can never tell with this. So I'm just making sure that it comes off as well as we can expect it. Oh, it hasn't come off on that bit, has it? And some of it might not come out, so, and that's purely because of this particular sticky sheet. I don't think it's the best, but I can put a sentiment over that bit, so it's not the yeah, it's not coming out the greatest, but that's purely because this sticky sheet is not the greatest. So let's take that up. That's coming up fine. You can see, hopefully you can see where the glue is on this, and that's fine. I will put a sentiment over that bit, but you can see on here, hopefully, if I hold it up, can you see there's a bit in the middle that hasn't come out? That's purely because this is quite old, and I probably should have used something that wasn't quite as old as that. So I'm going to put this on top like this. So you put it literally just straight over the top, and then rub it down. Oops. You can see on here I've got it on my fingers, and that was my mistake. That, as I say, you need some quite new, as I say, this, I don't know how old this is, but it's obviously some of the sticky is not staying where it should do, as it were, but as I say, I can pop my sentiment right the way across the bit that's missing, and that should be fine. So I'm just going to peel it and see. Yes, that's going to be beautiful. I'm just going to give it an extra little rub, and I'm just using it with my finger. You know, you can use it with a stick, a bone folder, something like that. I find that, as I say, it works as equally as well just with your finger. And if I pull this off like this, you can see it has come out. It's come out okay. You can see on there that the middle bit hasn't come out, and that's purely because there wasn't any glue on there, but the rest of it's come out beautifully. And as I say, you can just sort of burnish it off a bit, and what I will do is I will put my sentiment that way along so it covers it up. But you can see on this one that it came out absolutely perfectly. I actually used a different, I've got some of this and I've got some other sticky, double-sided sticky sheets, and these are a bit old, whereas the ones that I used before worked out quite well. So as I say, I'm going to put a sentiment across there, which I think will work perfectly, but you can see how you can use any of your die cuts, and you can use this, and it works absolutely perfectly. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.